This is a simple diagram of how I'm testing the Hall sensors on the N24311-414 Stator assembly. What we have is three 10K resistors, and we have a common point, which is the green 5-volt supply, and then you have the yellow, the brown, and the orange. Those three wires are the sensor outputs, and the results we want to see will be similar to this. We want to see a square wave pulse and then a sine wave. Pulse should be around 5 volts, and the sine wave anywhere 2.5, 3 volt sine wave. So using a storage scope, memory scope, and channel 1 is going to be going to the individual outputs. In this case, yellow is connected. In my example, I'm going to be showing you one good one and one not so good one. The yellow in this case on the stator, the sensor is bad, and I'll show you what that looks like. Laying it out, there's the three 10K resistors. There's our orange wire coming from the stator, which has the 5-volt supply on it. And our number one scope probe is going to the orange sensor output. And the other two are just floating around there. And the violet wire is our ground wire from the stator. That's the common. The sensors have two common wires. The violet wire is ground for all three, and then the green wire is 5 volts for all three. And then you have the three outputs, the orange, the brown, and the yellow. That's sensor A, B, and C. And that's our hookup there. And where we're going to be checking is probe 2. Is in this case, it's the white and red. Now I made a chart to show you which probe points get hooked up to which wires. So if you need that, I can give that to you. And there's our scope. So what you're going to do is we're going to take the shaft and we're going to spin it with the drill counterclockwise. You need to go in a counterclockwise direction. So let's see if I can do this. There's my drill, and I got a little plastic insert that I set up on there. I guess you can use anything. And we're going to place it over shaft, and I'm going to show you the results on the scope. And there's your square wave, and there's your sine wave pulse or triangle pulse. And if you notice, the upper tip amplitude of the sine wave is in the center approximately of the output square wave. That's the on and off duty cycle for the center. Okay, so now that was a good one. And I'm going to show you now the yellow one, which is the one that's defective. So I'm just going to pause this for a second. Oh, I guess it didn't pause yet. Hang on a second. Okay, you know what? Let me just move these over. So we're going to go to the yellow wire, which is the yellow output. Okay, and then on probe channel 2, I am using, let's see what I'm using there. Hang on. Okay, for yellow, I'm using the white's going to be negative and the black positive. So the white is on the negative already. And then the black will go to the positive of the probe, find the black wire. Okay, here's the black wire. Okay, so now we have the black on the positive and the white on the negative, or the ground. And we're going to turn this drill again, and we're going to look at the waveform. And you notice there's only the sine wave, the yellow, there is no output. So that sensor is not putting out any duty cycle. And that's what the problem is. Okay, I hope this has been a little informative for you. I have all the information you need to set this up if you really want to do this. It'd be no problem. I can send it to you.